The Chris Sale that Red Sox fans are accustomed to seeing returned on Tuesday night as he silenced the Blue Jays in another dominant performance. Welcome into the Boston Red Sox newsfeed post-game recap. I'm Adam Blue reporting for CLNS, a leading online provider of audio-visual coverage for the Boston Red Sox. The recap of Boston's 3-0 victory over Toronto tonight is brought to you by FanDuel. Fantasy football is back next week, so the wait to start using FanDuel for all of your fantasy football needs is nearly over. FanDuel allows everyday fans to play fantasy football, and there's new contests that start every week, so there's no busted seasons, unlike the busted season that is the Toronto Blue Jays this year. Their defense looked pretty busted tonight, and it made things even more difficult in a game that they already had little chance at winning. Sale looked fantastic yet again against the Jays, as he earned his league-leading 15th win and tossed his third scoreless start while facing Toronto this season. He now has thrown 22 clean innings versus the Jays, with all of them coming at the Rogers Center. Sale had 11 strikeouts today, giving him 35 Ks against the Jays and 264 Ks on the year. Toronto starter Brent Anderson matched Sale's dominance through the first 5 innings, as the two squads combined for just 4 hits. That allowed the game to rapidly progress to the 6th inning, which is shocking in a recap that I'm assigned to do. With 2 outs in the top of that inning, leadoff hitter Rajay Davis singled. He should have been picked off of first base, but the throw from Justin Smoke to second base nailed Davis in the back, allowing him to get credit for a steal. Eduardo Nunez brought Davis home on a bloop double to right field, as Jose Bautista made a mess of the short fly ball and completely missed on a sliding attempt to nab the 3rd out of the inning. So on the scorebooks and the stat sheets it says Davis had a steal and Nunez had an RBI double, but those are the loosest forms of those 2 words you may ever see. That was an error, followed by an error. Toronto had another defensive blunder in the 6th, as a double steal attempt from Nunez and Andrew Benintendi ended up in a rundown between third and home with the Red Sox second baseman. Jays catcher Miguel Montero nearly ran the entire 90 feet from home to third, but absolutely butchered a 2-foot throw to Josh Donaldson at third base, which landed in left field. Nunez was unable to score as he dove back to the base and got tangled up with Donaldson. That comedy of errors did not lead to any more damage on the scoreboard, but that 1 run was plenty for a dominant Sale and a nasty bullpen combination of Addison Reed and Craig Kimbrell. Sale earned his 1,500th career strikeout in the 2nd inning as he sat down Kevin Pillar for the 2nd out of that frame. The Sox ace claimed the MLB record for being the fastest pitcher to 1,500 Ks in a career as he accomplished the feat in 1,290 innings. KYRIE Wood previously held the record with 1,500 Ks in 1,303 innings. Sale struck out the side in the 3rd inning and whiffed Ryan Goins and Steve Pearce consecutively in the 6th to earn his 17th start with 10 or more Ks this season. Hanley Ramirez added more insurance in the 7th inning as he launched his 20th home run of the season to straightaway center field and into the batter's eye at Rogers Center. Another terrible display of defense led to more offense for the Sox in the 8th, as Davis and Nunez were right at the center of it yet again. Davis singled and actually stole second base this time, and drew 2 consecutive tosses from pitcher Ryan Tepera to second to check on the speedster. The first toss wasn't pretty, but the second one landed in center field, which allowed Davis and Nunez, who had walked, to both advance into scoring position. Benintendi fouled with a single to right that scored Davis for a 3-0 lead. Starting with the Kevin Pillar K for number 1,500 in the 2nd, Sale retired 17 batters in a row, with Kendrys Morales picking up a double in the 2nd and a single in the 8th. After Morales' single, Pillar followed in the 8th with a single of his own, which abruptly ended the outing for the southpaw. Reed entered and immediately struck out pinch hitter Ezequiel Carrera and Montero for the first 2 outs. Goins ripped a single to right field which loaded the bases, as the Jays did not want to try sending Morales home to test the arm of Mookie Betts in right. Reed was able to strand all 3 runners, as Pearce grounded weakly to short to end the Jays' best and only threat of the game. Kimbrell entered in the 9th and claimed his 31st save of the season, striking out Donaldson and Smoke before retiring Bautista on a sharply hit fly out to center field. The win increases the Sox lead in the AL East to 4 games, as the Yankees were rained out tonight. Tonight's game leaves the Red Sox with just 30 more contests in the season, but there are plenty of contests to choose from starting next week on FanDuel. It's so easy to play. Just pick a contest, select your players. I'm taking my boy Jordy Nelson every single week, go Packers, and watch your score in real time. You can sign up today by going to FanDuel.com, clicking the Join Now button, and using the code RedSoxB. It's really that simple. It's easier than picking Chris Sale against the Blue Jays. In fact, you can try FanDuel for free with no deposit required. Visit FanDuel.com to claim your free contest and play for a share of $10,000. You just need that promo code RedSoxBeat. Void where prohibited. And while you're studying up on fantasy football players for your FanDuel squad, you can listen to Nick Qualia's pregame notes for tomorrow's series finale with the Jays prior to the 7 p.m. start time. Yes, I'm telling you to multitask. It's not that hard. This has been Adam Blue for CLNS.